So that's the problem of reading a very serious book. When you read something, it's such a serious area. We are going through all the philosophies about this world and the vision of the world. And if that continuity, people lose that continuity, that's gone. So we are reading about the unreal nature of the universe on chapter 2 and verse number 28. On page 99 we started. So the verse taught us, thus it is proved that in reality there is nothing real or unreal. That means there is cause and effect, as we understand. In normal parlance, we always think it is there is a cause, this is the effect. This is the cause, this is the effect. But there is no such thing in the real sense, because the world is not created. It appears only. The snake is not created. It only appears that this snake was there and snake bite me and snake was hissing at me and I got lost into that situation. So it is not there, but only mere imagination. So what do you think about this creation? This creation in which we are living, we say, oh, I'm hurt. You hurt your mind. Who can hurt you? You are the same Satchidananda, pure bliss and consciousness. So the question does not arise. So it is that there is nothing real or unreal. If you say real, there is unreal. There is unreal, there is real. But it is beyond real and unreal. It is. That is called there. Everything appears. Then as we see this universe, what is it? Is it not there? Well, yes, it is a misapprehension of the truth. On the page 99, you read the bottom. So that it is proved that with this analysis, that what you see is not that it is hallucination, but your mind is explaining it differently. That is called the misapprehension. Just sit down. Hey, don't look like that. Hey, Tuli, Tal, sit side by side. But why are you standing like that? So everything appears. Yes, I see it. It is there. But it is there, you are seeing something, you are telling that it is like you say, it is a human being. But there is no human being. It is all the divine. All the rope. No snake. But you are imagining that, your mind is imagining and explaining that. So, that misapprehension. Therefore, the experience of all object is then what? It is all Brahman, and whose true nature is only knowledge. Very simple formula. We are repeating the same. And now, in discussing this Swami Dhireshananda, who wrote the commentary, he has brought beautiful ideas that this world view of ours can be categorically placed into the doctrine, three doctrines. One doctrine of creation and perception. Another doctrine is perception, therefore creation. Another, it is no creation, it is never created, it is above. So, one is called drishti, srishti drishti. Creation is there. This moon, sun, stars, house, building, people, sun, moon, all these mountains, rocks, ocean, it is there. It is already there. That's why I am bound to see. That means this philosophy, you are giving emphasis on the reality of the world. World is real. Therefore, you are bound to see as it is. This is the first theory. It is the theory of the materialistic philosophy. The world is real. Therefore, I am seeing it. Now you lift another step. No. It is not like that. The world is there because I see it. I close, world vanishes. When you go to sleep, your concept of the world, where is that? It is not there. Therefore, second philosophy is that I am the witness. I am there, therefore the universe is there. Understand? This is a distinction between two. One is materialistic, another is giving the idea I am the witness, I see, I am there, that's why the world is there. Third word says I and this, not there. It's only that which cannot be said. That's the highest. So this the third theory, we are reading that second theory we have read, and the third theory we are on page 105, last time we read. Yes. There we are in the middle of the Eko-Jiva-vad. Meaning this world is not created at all. It is only one unit reality, and that is cannot be expressed. You can say, if you want to say, there is only one entity, Eko-Jiva, one Jiva.
Swami, isn't Eka Jiva Vada actually belong to the second? Because on page 102, in the last paragraph, it is the doctrine of the dual existence. And it goes on to say this is...
Yeah, there is nothing to be called empirical reality. This is the doctrine of dual existence, Drishti, Dishattavad. That means they are accepting there are two realities. Dual.
But it goes on to
this is also termed as doctrine of single being, Eko-Jiva-vada.
So that is part of...
Then it is so.
Creation arising only in consciousness.
Eko-Jiva. Sorry, I was mixing up. Eko-Jiva-vada means only one Jiva appearing like this. There is then duality is also there, and Eko-Jiva. And what I was talking, non-creation, that is the Ajat. That's the third one.
If you look at it, Ajatavada, we all know is Gaudavada's pristine stand. It's like a take no prisoners kind of argument. And you can't deny it. But the second one, if you look at it carefully, really is just another way of saying the same thing, that consciousness is all. Everything we experience in consciousness rises and falls, and it is just momentary. And the rest of the time, there really is nothing at all.
Yeah.
And that is really what Eko-Jiva-vada
is. It is a very fine distinction. We have to understand these distinctions are very, very subtle distinction. You need much more focus on this point. What is this word? That's why I am simplifying. First of all, one person will say, this world is there, therefore I see. I am bound to see. The world is there, no? So you have no option. You cannot say, I don't see. So creation is there already. Creation is true. But we are saying Brahman is true. Come to this fine distinction. So they are saying this creation, this duality, what you see, you only see. But this is not real. That is the philosophy of Vedanta. Now, first stand is that, no, some argument will be there. I see, it is not my option. I cannot say there is no sun with my eyes open. Because sun is there, that's why I am bound to see. So this is the accepting the reality of the world. It is not thinking it is changing or doing anything. That means this is the Jagat Satyavad. The world is true. That philosophy. And therefore, live, eat, sleep, be in this world, go with the flow. That's all. But the second stance saying, no, because I am there, I am as consciousness, I see this universe. So it depends on me. And me is what? Not the physical body, but it is the consciousness which is behind me. And that is my Atman, that is my self. And that is the only reality. So this is the second stand. And that in that stand, as you just pointed out, that it is called the Dishwak. That means there also you are accepting true. I am there and I see. That's why the external world is there. As if you are accepting two realities. And in that group it says, no, I am the only reality appearing so much. I give you a common example. I am the only person standing in a mirror room where millions of mirrors are there. I appear as so many millions. Because I am only, there is not two, but I am only. But still, I am reflected in so many mirrors. And what is this reflection? How did it come? Maya. It is my cosmic power. I am so big, I can create that, recreate myself in millions form. So it is Eko Jivova. And now you say, yes, you are saying you are there and some reflection is there, that you are accepting too. That is the Dishattavad. Now you go, Dishattavad, within that Eko Jivavad is coming. Now you are transcending that level when you are talking about that third state. It is not create at all. There is no creation.
But the second stage never says that the world is real. It is telling you.
Only Brahman is real.
I know the second stage is never denying the fact that the world is unreal, because it says.
No, that will have to be real.
Yes.
That unreality is to be foundation. Otherwise,
Right.
how can you justify your transactional life? You cannot justify anything. We eat, we sleep, we cry, we weep. No, so there is an apparent reality. That is the apparent reality. That unreal, but it is not true.
But Swami, the quotation, the beautiful quotation where Vashishta says to Rama, "My dear Rama, can a very sweet wine mixed with rock candy ever taste bitter? How can this world, which is the divine spot of consciousness, be the cause of suffering?" I mean, it is really a vision of a unified existence.
That comes only after the realization of Jivan Mukta state. When they come down, they see it is all the play of the one. No? Who is killing whom? There, who is loving whom? There is no lover, no loved. It is only one in the playful mood, seeing this playing. It is the play of the unit, one reality. It is the play of the ocean. It is play of the H2O in millions and billions of forms and ripples and waves. No? They're accepting that oneness. But to get to that point, so many ideas play in our mind. So they have collected those ideas. Okay, let me start there.
When we sit here and look at the teacher, and if there's one reality, then I wonder, I sit here and I say, I should merge with teacher as the Buddhists teach and make it one. But that isn't really the way. The fact is that the self is appearing.
They don't believe in self. Buddhist, whom we are referring, they don't believe in our Vedantic self. Yeah. So they say, when they are saying that, they mean that truth, but in a language is so difficult to understand.
And I'm sitting here saying that I'm here and you're there. But I really should be saying the self is appearing. One self.
That's the Vedantic.
Appearing.
Yeah.
And you're appearing.
Only one is appearing as many. That is the Vivartavad theory. Now, they said that Ekosattavad, out of that, this is very known as the doctrine of single existence. What is that? Said there is neither any world nor any ignorance beyond the self. The only thing on page 105, the top, nor any ignorance beyond the self, whose essential nature is knowledge itself. So there is nothing but self or Satchidananda. Everything is trifling or false, like that of the horn of a rabbit. Brahman alone is real, and the absolute reality belongs to that and that alone. This is verily known as the doctrine of single existence, Eko Sattva. So they are totally denying the existence of the world, though it is, you perceive it. Because if you can use the word horn of a rabbit, but rabbit never grows horn. You can say there is a beautiful garden in the sky, but there is no such thing as garden in the sky. But you can use this terminology. And you can also imagine something in the clouds. But that reality, that is you are coming to Dishattavad, two realities to one reality. I am only reality. And now again you say I means you have a concept of two. Get out of it. But a very fine distinction, taking one step to the other step to the other, another to the beyond. like Om, Ma and Bindu. Like the Mandukya Karika teaches us what is Om. Or you, Ma and Bindu. Bindu means nothing is there. This O is not there, U is not there. That conclusion is that only Brahman, nothing else. Transcendental. You cannot say Brahman, you cannot say Atman, but it is the reality.
Why don't we say such as a number?
Even if you, tell that. Whatever, but it's the one.
That's what shines in our
Yeah,
consciousness.
but then you are again defining something. Defining means you are destroying. Whatever language you use, you destroy the truth in it. Because when we describe, it becomes limited. It is expression of our mind. So in whatever condition we talk about that, this is our limitation. You bring Brahman into limitation again. That's why don't say silence. Silence is the only truth. That's why people talk about go to your inner silence. That is the silence here. And there no word can be there. There cannot be any. If you say a word, that means your mind is active, your ego is active, your intelligence is active. Then you are not talking the truth. You are in the duality.
But that's true. The Abrahamic tradition too, the Jewish tradition, Yahweh is not really the name of God. That remains nameless. And similarly with us, we say the minute you call God by a name, it's Uchishtam. You defile it.
But you say Sunna. But if you say Sunna, that is also a word.
But
No,
we are not called.
no, you are caught. You say Sunna means void. That's a word. Void gives a concept. You cannot escape this principle excepting silence. That's the point. You have to just give up all other words. Any word, any religion, anyone is talking. He's not talking about God. You cannot talk about God. It is, you are. And when you are dead. Ramakrishna going to that state, he is dead. He is no more talking. Ramana Maharshi going to that state, he is no more in active life. No, he cannot do anything. Ramakrishna could not do any. Doctors are saying that is all stethoscope, heartbeat is stopped. So that is the mystery here. So whatever it is higher statement, higher, lower is the only statement. Get beyond all statement.
It's kind of a paradox. You could say there is no void, but then what does that mean, right?
That's why you say, that's why they say, you cannot say is, you cannot say is not.
Yeah.
Or it is halfway in between, but no, not that also. That means what is that? That is that. So that also keeps us into vague ideas. So it is not an idea. Thing is to be understood. Spirituality is not an idea or intellectual thing or to understand or to. It is an experience where the experiencer, the object of experience, and the experience itself. This trinity, it is called Tridha Vibhakta, three, the trio, it is all merged into one. Otherwise it is not. That's why Vedanta does not gives too much value to your vision. You see some light today, mother came, Thakur came, this, that. It is your good, but it is no value ultimately. Because you are limiting the unlimited. So when you get to Samadhi, then your mother will also vanish. You will lose into your mother. You cannot say it is mother or you. Total absorption into it. So this is the point. The language, yes.
So then why are we having the class and talking?
Because our brain is in the duality. Whatever we are talking, we think that I am Atman, I am Brahman, talking big things, but our brain is misunderstanding, I have understood. To say you have not understood anything. To make a fool of us. You only intellectually talking big talks, but you don't understand anything.
The purpose of the class is to affirm our ignorance.
Yeah. Affirm our ignorance and fight with the ignorance. With the Ramakrishna's example. Why the class? Ramakrishna gave the example that you have a thorn pricked at your feet. You have no shoes, you are walking, and the ground there is a thorn, it entered into your feet. You, to take out that thorn, you bring another thorn and pull it out, pull it out, pull it out. And then what you do? When the thorn comes out, which was in your feet, you throw out that, and also the other thorn, which you took the help to bring out. So to bring our again ignorance by some apparent knowledge, that's also within Maya. Maya acting with Maya, bringing out the Maya and throw away the Maya. Then what will remain? It will remain, your leg will remain the same as it was before. Now it is thorn free. It is thorn full of thorn now. In our life, we are feeling so much misery, suffering, we are so much in confusion, no? But now, when you use this thorn of knowledge, what we are reading now, our brain is getting to understand, hey, it is not that. Bring out. That is not, bring out. And when you bring out, then all the knowledge and the ignorance throw away both. Then you, as I give the example, you remain yourself. Your leg remains yourself. Only thorn entered for a temporary period, and thorn you took out. That is the study of Vedanta. That is the study for meditation, prayer, retreat. People are going for thousands of dollars spending to get a samadhi within a few minutes. Now, all these are for this attempt to know. Samadhi, $1,000 samadhi.
We hope to go home having thrown away both the thorns, Swami.
Eh?
We hope to go home after this class.
No, we every
throwing away
day,
both the thorns.
thorn has entered so much. Let us every day when you study and think, a little bit is pulled out. A little. And one day you will find that it is gone. Suddenly. That we are hoping. That is our purpose of being, spending so much time, energy, and all these things. Now, let us go to the bottom of page 105. We have read a few lines only. Perception at the time of creation. This methodology is called the doctrine of one individual being. I am there, I am perceiving, means that is the creation has come for me. Spiritual life, don't judge for others. You may say, I perceive, but you all see. Suppose if I go to sleep, this concept of this world will vanish for me. But you are all sitting. You will see the same thing. That is not the point. All spiritual life is subjective. What you feel, your freedom, your conception, your misconception, your suffering, your joy. So how to get into that? That's why it says, you are the only one jiva. You are there. The perception at the time of creation, this is the methodology. It's called the doctrine of one individual being. Eko jiva bhava. According to this, there is only one individual soul. All other individuals are mere semblances of that jiva and are like the beings imagined in dreams. It will be too difficult to think that it is I am dreaming and you are my projection. Can you believe this? Very serious thought. That's why this book is to be read, every line is to be understood. You cannot read like a book, like a novel, or like any storytelling. Every word is very valuable here. Now imagine, you are dreaming. When you are dreaming, just imagine, when you are dreaming, you create yourself in the dream. You create your friends, you create your enemies, you create the car, you create the road, you create the trees, plants, tiger, elephant, good food, party. Who creates? Is it not you? See the power of you. You create in your dream entire world. You create yourself. No? So now extend this now. They say this is also a bigger dream. That dream stays for a few seconds, no? Or few minutes. How much is the duration of dreams?
Fraction of seconds.
Eh?
Somebody says fraction of seconds.
Fraction of seconds. Say few seconds
Few seconds.
maximum. But in the few seconds, you create the entire dream and you go through so much happiness or suffering or misery whole night as if you are in pain. You are going to give the examination, we used to look like that. And the examination paper, we cannot reach the school, the examination hall, and I'm just, somebody's pulling me back and I'm not reaching. It is a frustration whole night it goes. But it's who have created my mind. There is only me is there. And I have created the entire dream world for a second. Now this is a longer dream. That eka jiva, only one jiva. That is the reflection. That's why all the things. That's why in our Ashtavakra books and other way, they said, I am saluting myself. I am Brahma. I am the Lord Vishnu. I am whatever I see. It is I. Just imagine the dream as you are the only person creating your body mind and also creating so many people. So it is your mind is creating. So similarly, this is a I, only one mind, creating this in the waking state. The world is imagined in the ignorance of that one individual soul. The world is imagined like in a dream. All the actions of the awakened state keeps going on as long as ignorance remains. Ishvara, the Lord, is also imagined by that very same one being Eka Jiva. That means there you, in the dream, you become a worker, you have a big office, there is some boss. Say, who is in the boss? Are you not the boss yourself? In the dream, you created your dream and you created office and you have your boss working and you are under control of him. You are getting controlled by your own mind, creating your boss yourself. So in this world, whatever, it is the same type of replica of that thought.
That's what psychology says too. When they look at dream analysis, they say, "Oh, tell me your dream. What did you have? You know, oh, my mother said this, and my dad said that, my husband said that." They're like, "Well, no, you are your husband. You are your mother. You are, reflected back."
See, that's a wonderful analysis of the mind. Actually, that's saying mind is so powerful, and if we can analyze the functionality of the mind, then many of our doubts and confusions can be removed easily.
Well, Swami, though, it's interesting because there's one consciousness or one mind, but each one of us individually is dreaming. It's almost like it's the same dream, right? Because if there's only one, so if I dream of somebody yelling at me in my dream, and then in real life I wake up and I'm saying, "Why did you yell at me in that dream?" I'm assuming they're having the same dream where they were yelling at me in their dream.
Right.
But I don't know, it's all like mixed up on.
But this in this one side you look at that, in this whole plan of this creation, if I have created, so it is all my projection. I am creating my friend, I am creating my enemy. I am creating my emotions, happy or sad emotions. No, there is no other third party. So to focus on this point only.
Yeah.
But you can say, how then I see the sun, you also see the sun. In the dream also you do the same thing.
Yeah, that makes sense. It's like right now we're all
All sharing the same. Yeah. That in the dream also you do the same thing. 20 people in the party, or there's feast going on, or some celebration is going on. You went to some temple. You see that, you also see the temple image. And also all the people are seeing the temple image. You see that some bhajan singing going on. You are also singing. So many people are also singing. So who is true? This is true or that is true? Here you are the dreamer. So you are dreaming and you have created your dream. And this world is called, that's why it is called, it is the God mind. It's your individual mind is individual mind, and it's called the God mind. Ishvara Srishta Dvaita, the duality we create by God, and Ishvara Jiva Srishta Dvaita, the duality I create. Duality I create very clear in the dream. Here also, they extend that, but let us understand this much. Because you dream, whatever you have your mental thought, all the people in the dream see the same thing. They are bound to see. If you go to a temple, all the people you see in the temple. Huh? If you are singing, you see with you, some singing, some not singing, but it is all acting according to your wish, as if they have no freedom. So similarly here also. Is a God, we ultimately say, bhakti comes here. We can reconcile it, devotion. It is God has designed it. God is playing. There is a song, our Preeti sings, Khelati Bhagavan Brahmande. There is a song, Khelati Bhagavan Brahmande. In the Brahmando, in this universe, it's God is playing in your form, this form. It is He playing only. Why you come? You are unnecessarily poking your nose in an area where you should not be there. You see, it is God. It is the same consciousness playing here. There. It is so. It is called only God's will. That's why here is the reconciliation. If you want to make it with bhakti,
Swami, when we say God, we confuse the issue.
God is Ishvara.
We're talking about Ishvara, not about
Brahman with Maya.
Yeah.
Brahman added with Maya, which is a cosmic principle of creation. We call Brahma Vishnu in Hinduism. But better to say Ishvara, or in monotheistic idea, it is the God
Because
idea.
in Ajatavada, it will create a real.
Ajatavada says is all false.
Swami, this is why it's so confusing. And on page 102, when he's explicating Drishti Srishti, at the bottom of page 102, he's talking about Eka Jiva Vada as part of that. And this is when he's explicating.
What is there? Ekajibhavada is also duality. It is
Right,
also in
I
the
understand.
duality.
But now, when he's doing Ajatavada at the bottom of page 105, we are now into Ajatavada, and here he's saying perception at the time of creation. This methodology is also the doctrine of Ekajivavada. So Ekajivavada is appearing under both 2 and 3.
Yeah, Ekajivavad means you have to accept ultimately to reconcile why everyone sees the same thing. That side to be proved. That is there why there is Ishvara position comes. And you transcend Ishvara from condition, then you reach Brahma condition. Look at from our side. We are going high this way. And when Brahman plus Maya is Ishvara and is cosmic mind, your mind, my mind is a part of the cosmic mind. What that mind thinks, all we see. Now, you are now trying to penetrate this side. So you go to that level of Ishvara condition and transcend that, then you reach that Brahman. That is the Ekajivavad is there. And Ekajivavad's creation comes down up to this Srishti. All this is a Ishvara created.
But under Ajatavada itself, you won't have a concept of Ekajivavada. There isn't.
Ajatavad, there is
You're
no.
not even
Yeah.
recognizing creation.
No.
So how can you speak of Ekajivavada under Ajatavada?
Ekajivavada under Ajatavad, what is that?
The book lays it out.
So the perception and the time of creation, this methodology is called the doctrine of one individual being, Ekajivavada. According to this, there is only one individual soul. All other individuals are mere semblances of the Jiva and are like the beings imagined in dream. This world is imagined in the ignorance of that one individual soul. That's the Ishvara have imagined. Like in a dream, and you are coming to Ekajivavad means he is dreaming. You, as you dream in your dream state, you are the person. So here also in the cosmic level, Ishvara is dreaming. That is the Ekojiva.
But you can't put it under Ajatavada, this vocabulary.
Where is under? Under, why are you taking under?
Started Ajatavada.
No. It is under 3 going on.
Yes,
Look at that.
Ajatavada is 3, no?
No.
What I wrote in my notes from last time when we were talking about this is that on 102, it's like you're seeing the reflection as real. So it looks like one, that you're mistaking the reflection as the one. And then when you get it to at the time of the creation, you're looking at the self and not the reflection. You're looking at the Satchidananda.
Yeah.
Without ignorance, because in ignorance, which is the one prior, is when it becomes, we think it's real, but it's not real. So the reflection we think is real, we think that's the one, but it's not the one.
Yeah.
Is that right?
So as you said, 3 points are here. 1, doctrine of creation and perception on page 101. 1. And second point, it goes 102, doctrine of perception and creation, drishti, like srishti. And in that there is this division, drishti, srishti. And then third point is coming, that is the illusory knowledge of superimposition on the self. In this doctrine, it is that probably they are talking about Ajato. But Ekojivavada, yes, in Ajato there is coming Ekojivavada, that is your question. But because you have to, when you to explain something, you have to take into consideration of Ekojivavad at least, because you have to penetrate that part to reach that absolute non-creation. There is no creation. If you go transcend that limit of Ishvara, there is no creation. So that's why they are bringing this into our analysis and taking us gradually beyond that. Anyhow, let us move. Many scriptural statements of Shukadeva, Bhamadeva and others who led towards liberation, I am on page 106, which led towards liberation, also established the resemblance of many beings to many people seen in dreams. They do not posit the doctrine of many beings, Nana Jivavad. The instructions of the Vedas, which are received from the Acharya and the Acharya himself, means Sankara, are all imagined by Ekojiva. Unless you come back to Ekojiva, then how can you transcend that Ekojiva? That means you identify first with Ishvara. What we do in our meditation? Look at that. I am a Jiva. I want to meditate on Paramatma. We call it Rama, Krishna, Buddha, whatever. And you meditate. First as you meditate on your Ishtadevata, your character changes. Your character becomes like that of the object you are meditating. Say someone is worshipping on any ideal, the characteristics of that ideal reflects in the life. Ramakrishna practicing Hanuman, he's behaving like a Hanuman. That means that, and then you transcend that level, going to that Hanuman Bhava, then you when reach that absolute state of Samadhi, you have to transcend that. So that is the level you have to cross the Ekojivavad. That's why they're bringing Ekojivavad here in the theory of non-creation. So here you see the instructions of the Vedas, which are received from Acharya, and Acharya himself are all imagined. This is also imagination. Someone is teaching you Vedanta, that's also imagination. You are reading Vedas, that is also imagination. Because in the imagination, you are creating imagination. Suppose you are reading in your dream some Gita. Is not the Gita is also dream? Dream Gita, dream reading, dream perception, all in the dream. Is it not? But when you wake up, then what? You transcend that, then duality totally goes away. And what remains? You remain. You are the person who was dreaming, you remain. Dream is gone now, but you remain. Similarly, this whole universe is created by Ishvara, God. And that is the Ekojiva. He is the only Jiva. And that Jiva, Vedanta says that is you, not another terrestrial, extraterrestrial God is sitting over there. It is you. But don't take it that up to far. Say you say mother has created this universe. You say Krishna has created this. That is the cosmic eye. That is the Ekojiva. His dream. We are all part of that. And if you want to transcend that, then you'll have to first go, reach there, and then go beyond. That's why it is under. Ishvara, who is like a king, imagined in a dream, who bestows the results to one performing auspicious action like chanting of the glories of the Lord, etc., is also the imagination of that Ekojiva. No? You are dreaming, you are in the dream, you are in, suppose you have got in accident in the dream, car accident. You saw that a police has come and it is your fault, he's giving you a big ticket. So ticket is also dream. It is you created. The police you have created. Out of fear you are saying, sir, not is my fault, it is this fault. All argument is giving, that's also dream. So everything is dream. But when you are acting to that, it is so real. So, and when you really the dream breaks, you see, where is your police officer? Where is your car accident? Where is your road accident? Where are you? And where you are pleasing whom you are saying, sir, that is not my fault. All is plain. So reading the Gita is also under imagination. This, according to highest Vedanta, this is also the same ignorance. Ignorance is in getting attached to things. That's also ignorance. Detachment is also an ignorance. Because you are in the duality, you are attaching and detaching is your mind functioning. So it says only go beyond. So our major emphasis is come back to Satchidananda. Any motivation, any action, any thought, this all under the dual of Ekojiva, under this formula. Ishvara, God's play. That's why we say, just flow in your life. Give it to God. And in the dream, the dreamer is controlling. I am controlling my dream, though not knowing. All the people are created, they are my slaves. It is like they are prompted by my intentions. As the movies producers, what they do? They select a book and some actors and actresses come to play on the role. What role? What has been written there, they only utter. So we are also uttering the same role what the Ekojiva has created for us. So under Maya. Your bad actions are also in Maya. Your good action is also in Maya. You're reading the holy script, you are becoming pure, that's also Maya. And you are doing unholy action and you are going down, that's also Maya. You think that you are suffering because of your bad karma, that's also Maya. Oh, yeah, I practice spiritual discipline, I am becoming good, that's also Maya. That's why you go beyond good and bad. That's why Gita says, go beyond the duality of opposites, pairs of opposites, sukha, dukkha, punna, apunna, auspicious, inauspicious, dharma, adharma. First, you practice dharma to go over adharma. Unrighteousness, transcend that to righteousness. Righteousness is also a bondage. Get beyond righteousness. So unrighteousness and righteousness, throw away both. Both the thorn are to be thrown away. You may love the other thorn because it is helping you to bring out the old thorn. You may love that much. But at a point, it is dangerous to keep the thorn because it will prick you again in some way. So throw away both. That is the non-creation stand. And so long you are under Maya, oh Lord, please help me. This is also Maya. You are praying, oh Thakur, help me. That's why highest Vedanta student will say, it's Maya. Why, whom you are praying? Who are you? It's all fun going on, and you are just praying to whom? That transcendental consciousness, what we talk about on non-creation, you are praying there. But you are the same. So just duality, get out of all duality. But it is too high a plane, that's why we have to be very careful to apply it in our life, how to apply it. Dream experience is a very good example of understanding the unreal nature of this world. And Ekojivo, you are only creator. There is no one is going there. Your tiger, your elephant, your all the snakes, whatever come in Australia, you are going and you get hit by something. This is all your imagination. Huh? And in the dream, you created those things. No other snake, how he was biting you, that was also created by you. You planned that you bite me this way. And I will cry that way. That's also your plan. So, let me finish this paragraph, otherwise I'll continue. Yeah, I'll complete this much. So, Ekojivo, due to this connection, on page 106 in the middle, due to its connection with beginningless ignorance, Brahman, who is of the nature of consciousness and bliss, attains the erroneous state of jivahood. I am a jiva. It is coming because of the ignorance. But it is, though its nature is beginningless, endless, ignorance is such, it has caught us. Our ignorance has compelled us to think like that, forgetting its spontaneous, self-accomplished Brahman nature. That's why we forgot our divine nature and we are identifying with this nature which I am now. Again, when one listens to the great dictums, what are the great dictums? I am that, thou art that, Prajnana Brahma, knowledge, wisdom is Brahman. I am Atma Brahma, this Atman is Brahman. These are the four Vedic dictums. Sarvam Khalidam Brahma, everything is permeated is Brahman. These are called the great dictum, great words, great language, which can release us from freedom. So many mantras are there, but Vedanta mantra is I am that. Aham Brahmasmi. Thou art that. Tat Tam Ashi. You are that. You are not this, you are that. I am that knowledge. I am Atma Brahma. I am that Atman. I am that Brahma. Sarvam Kallidam Brahma. Everything is permeated by Brahma. These are called great dictums. Created by, again, when one listens to the great dictum from a spiritual teacher, that's called the Guru, who is created by one's own imagination in a dream. You have created your Guru also. Whom you are accepting your Guru, he is also you created in the cosmic dream. Take it that level. Don't bring it into our level. In the cosmic plan, you are the only person. And you are dreaming a big dream. And in that dream, you have created your Guru. You are going to your Guru, oh, teacher, please help me. You are receiving the mantra. You are following the instruction of the mantra. It's all dream. But it is a state of experience. It is just for understanding intellectually. But to reach that point needs more sadhana. Who is created by one's imagination as in dream, as it were, ignorance vanishes due to the attainment of the knowledge. While it will go away when you attend to your own self-knowledge. This is also the creation of our mind. Then one enjoys the eternal supreme bliss due to the consciousness of his own self. I am that. This knowledge comes and you become totally free. It is like this. You are not Radha's son, you are my son, born of Kunti Jum. Hearing these words from the son, Surya, the misconception of Karna that he belonged to a lower caste was removed and he attained the knowledge that belongs to an upper caste. Forget that. You have to know the story, otherwise it will confuse us. Now the Eko Jiva, come to the point now, one creator. I am the creator, Eka, only one. Who is of the nature of Brahman in reality. You are reality in Brahman, but you are thinking that you are the creator God. But is imagined in ignorance only, neither becomes bound nor attains liberation. Due to the apparition, bondage and liberation appears for all individual souls. When the self-imagined ignorance is destroyed, the Eko Jiva remains alone in the real nature of Brahman. So when Eko Jiva, suppose you destroy all the mirrors destroy everything. You are standing there. You saw yourself in millions of forms, millions of mirrors, no? Just imagine that. And just to break all this, throw away all these different, what you call concave, convex lenses. What will remain? You remain. You are saying that you are the only jiva, and you are creating, this whole universe is created by you. Yes, somewhere you are smiling with a nice face. Someone is a, because of the reflection in the mirror, concave lens and convex lens. This example hits you or not? Do you get this point?
Yeah.
I am standing in a room, suppose this room. And suppose this room is millions of mirrors are there, small mirrors of different curvature. Everyone is different curvature. So I am standing here and I look myself in so many ways. And all the activities going on is me, nothing else. Now suppose this is the world of Eko Jiva. Now you destroy all this. Then what will remain? You, nothing else. And that is the Brahman. Hey, put your shoes, legs down. Sit like others. Now, Ekajiva, who is in the nature of Brahman in reality, but is imagined in ignorance only, neither becomes bound. When you are standing there, you are not bound. Neither you look good, neither you look bad. You are. But it was appearing so many different deformed shape and size. Due to the apparition, bondage and liberation appear for individual souls. When the self-imagined ignorance is destroyed, the Eko-Jiva remains alone in the real nature of Brahman only, which is essential, eternally free, itself beyond bondage and liberation, and is of the nature of existence, consciousness, bliss absolute, Satchidananda. To the dreamer, in the dream, many beings appear. Some of them feel afflicted due to the imaginary tigers, etc. Some others live happily in their own residences. In such a situation, the happiness and misery do not belong to the dreamer. They belong to the apparition of all those beings. Similarly, in reality, there is no bondage or liberation for the single being, Eko Jiva, whose essential nature is Brahman alone. Now, here comes a doubt. A doubt may arise. Who then happens to be liberated? That is the question you are saying. So why are you doing all this study and this? Who is going to be liberated if there is nothing as such? Due to the practice of knowledge and attains the state of cessation of ignorance. This is the doubt. So study is not necessary. This going to temple is not necessary. Meditation is not necessary. Because that is the reality. Nothing has been created. But we can do that. But the answer is, it is that very person who is perplexed by the world delusion due to ignorance, as we are now. We are perplexed by the world delusion every day. How realistic is our life? Pain is pain. Knee surgery is knee surgery. Back surgery is back surgery. All this orthopedic treatment is treatment. It's pain. So all these are true. That's the perplexed mind by the world delusion due to ignorance, who will attain liberation by knowledge. That is the person, he wants to attain liberation. That means nothing is happening. But as my perplexed mind says that I am in this bondage, I am helpless, I am tormented by my physical, mental, emotional troubles. No? That person, that conception of that person, that needs this. He will be free. Liberation is actually the total absence of worldliness. What is liberation? Holy Mother said, you become free from all desires. Now, you are free now. Or if you can get out of your all desires, now you are liberated now. So here is the same thing in a different language. Liberation is actually total absence of worldliness. So what will remain? Godliness will remain. Worldliness will go away. Satchidanandaness will remain. You will see nothing but the play. Oh yeah, I told the Khelati Bhagavan Brahmande. It is all mother's play. Mother is playing. Or you can see it is Krishna is playing. Everyone is Krishna, playing in different masks. So then you are free. So bondage and so forth. The second answer is that nobody will ever achieve liberation by knowledge at all. Because bondage is absolutely non-existence. There is no bondage at all. So no question of liberation comes. That is the final statement. But if we accept this reality, so get out of this experience, the perplexity which created this trouble for me every day in my suffering and pain and joys and pleasures, that person needs to be liberated. Because that is the way we always want liberation, freedom. How can there be any liberation for the self who is eternally free? This conception should be clear. I am Atman as free Atman. I have never been in bondage. There is no question of my ever being free. For this very reason, all scriptural assertions which determine the methodologies to attain liberation are said to be corroborated statements. These are all corroborative statements. There is bondage till today. No one is liberated by self-effort. One will be later liberated. It is not like that. Today I am in bondage, tomorrow I will be liberated. Ultimately, this is not true. The ignorance will run away and I will remain the same as I am now, as I was and I will be. It is the same all the time. In this very intention, the scriptural statement of Sukadeva, Bhamadeva and others, these are the saints who leads towards liberation, are not described as Arthavad. Anyhow, if there is bondage, and if Bhamadeva and others like him could not become liberated earlier, then it would be useless to expect liberation afterwards for anyone else. Therefore, there will be no inclination at all for anybody to listen to Vedanta. For that reason, as it happened with Bhamadeva and everyone who have such knowledge that I am bound will attain liberation. That means you go to a teacher, Bhamadeva is a teacher. You go to a teacher, he gives the instruction. This is also in the play of ignorance. As same example, you are taking another thorn to bring out that thorn. Our attachment, how to detach, we learn from the scripture. So this is the utility of listening to the scripture or trying. Because do you feel you are in bondage? That's a very important point. In spiritual life, I told you I used to give class to a Gita class, and that in that Gita class, this one gentleman used to come occasionally and said, "Why are you talking about this suffering and this thing? I don't feel any suffering and pain or any problem." Then your class, this is not for you. First of all, why you go to doctor if you have no disease? You are not feeling the world is very good, you feel like that. That's okay, you are done. Not for you. That's why who will come here? Who will feel I am tormented, I am in trouble, I am in bondage, I am suffering, I want to get out of it. So that is the fundamental condition. So to take out this ignorance, then because I am suffering, I am doing this because of my ignorance, the Guru comes, Bhamadeva came, he taught Shukadeva and others. This is the lesson. Now Shukadeva taught Bhamadeva, I do not know what is that, who is the Guru, who is the disciple now. Now, with that advice, then you try to remove your ignorance. And at the point of ignorance removed, you will see, I was the same person who was going to Guru. That's why I say, no Guru, no Shishya. In the Shankaracharya statement, no Guru, no Shishya. Chidananda Rupa Shivo. I am no disciple, I am not Guru. I am nobody to honor, nobody to disrespect. I am everywhere. So I am Chidananda, Chidananda, Chidananda. So in this way, scriptures are meaningful. Reading of the scriptures are meaningful and valid. But in reality, if you talk in reality, the bondage has absolutely no existence in the self. There is never ever that self can be covered by ignorance. Sun cannot be covered by the cloud, but it covers our vision. Because our eyes are too tiny, and a little cloud comes, and the sun is so big, still it covers. We say it is dark. But darkness is an imagination. Just cross the cloud. See, the sun is all shining and it's so big, you cannot fathom it. No? So similarly, Brahman, the Atman, the consciousness is here now, covered by the clouds, and I am thinking that I am tormented with suffering, pain, physical, mental, emotional, intellectual. Forget that, get out. So it is not possible for the self to attain liberation again. Huh? So the self, when you understand you that, you never have the problem of ever coming into bondage. This is the firm conviction of the wise one who has ascended to the highest plane. Huh? So I worked hard on this, but we'll have to work more. And to think this perception, this is a very serious pages we have read it. It's very, very fine analysis, fine distinction. And if we can get a glimpse of the truth through this, then we'll understand, yes, I am appearing to be in bondage, but really I am not in bondage. A little conviction will come. If I hammer it another 10 hours sitting over here, we'll feel little more, more conviction. Yeah, probably it is so, it is so, it is so. And God has created this Maya for us, and God has also created the way to get out of it by giving a dream example, by giving us all of us dream experience. Even in order to believe something, or because scripture says something, it is your experience is telling you create the whole world of your dream. You are the only Eko Jiva. You create the whole dream, and everyone plays according to your teaching, according to your intention. They have no freedom. No Jiva has any freedom there. You are the only Jiva. So similarly, this is the Jiva, Ishvara. And that is real you. And when that dream breaks, you go. You are that which was there, which is there, which will be there. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Tat Sat Shri Ram Krishna Panamastu. So tomorrow we'll have the gospel class. I think Mahajagananda Swami or Satyamananda Swami will give. Next week I will be not for this class and also not for the Upadesha Mrita in the 4:30 class. But Mahajagananda Swami will manage that, and this class maybe in the list is there. Satyamananda or Mahajagananda Swami, they will take care. I will be back on Memorial Day. I invite all of you to come on Memorial Day to read complete works of Swami Vivekananda. Thank you.